guys, Aaron Chandler here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. As you can tell, I am ill right now, really ill, but it's deadline day. I'm still going to be pushing these videos out for you guys, so every time we make a player announcement, I'll bring it to you on the channel. But I thought I'd start off today. We've got, I'd say, half of the window, half of the day to go now, and we're sort of gearing up to if we make an announcement, if so, when we're going to make the announcement, so we will see. But I'm just going to go through with you a story on potential alternatives for the striker option, other deals that could be happening, and also share with you these latest updates on exits at the club. So before we get started, guys, please like the video if you loved it, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, subscribe if you are new around here, click the notification bell so you never miss another video, and we're going to get straight into this. So I'm going to start off with the strike option. I think the most likeliest of options here is one of these five, so let's have a look. So starting off with what could quite possibly be, according to some reports, the favourite, and that is, of course, Will Grigg. 1-0 up the Rovers, come on. I know some people on Twitter wanted me to do a recreation of that Up the Ticks video, but that's the best I can do, unfortunately, for now. So Will Grigg seems to be the favourite, according to some sources. Of course, Sunderland keen to get the Northern Ireland international off the books after he has struggled to replicate his form in front of goal since the big money move from Wigan back in 2019. Now, obviously, with this transfer, he's out of contract next summer, with his potential loan move effectively marking his exit from the football club. He scored 8 goals in 62 appearances for Sunderland with only 37 starts, after moving to the club for a League One record fee, reportedly £3 million. Now, he spent the second half of last season on loan at MK Dons, scoring 8 goals in 20 appearances, who he played for earlier in his career. He rose to promise with Wigan, where he netted 65 times in 150 appearances, with 26 goals in 51 appearances for the Latics, securing promotion to the Championship back in 2018. It earned him international recognition, winning 13 caps for Northern Ireland. That seems to be the favourite of the deals. That seems to be the one that seems to be pushed the most. There are alternatives, though. One of them is Danny Hilton, who's found himself down the pecking order at Luton for the 32-year-old since the Hatters won promotion to the Championship, scoring 21 goals in 39 games in 2 consecutive seasons in League 2 and netted 8 in 25 during the promotion to League 1. He made the name for himself with Aldershot before joining Rotherham, only to struggle to make an impression, leaving to join Oxford, netting 30 goals in 101 appearances before moving to Luton, another player who is out of contract in the summer. So Danny Hilton is a very experienced option in my opinion. If we got Danny Hilton as an alternative, then it should be interesting. Now, another one here is the 19-year-old Swansea striker Carl Joseph, who joined after leaving Wigan this summer for around £500,000 in compensation. He joined Wigan at 13 and made his way through the academy system until making his first team debut back last October. He scored 5 goals in 20 appearances for the Latics, with 13 of those being starts, netting a hat-trick in the 4-3 win over Burton. He made 2 appearances so far for this season for Swansea. He's won international caps for Scotland at age 20, at groups level up to under 21. So, you have to excuse me in this video, I'm really sorry. But Carl Joseph definitely, I think Carl Joseph definitely is a decent young prospect. He's made starts in the Championship, only a couple. But he knows Wigan. He knows, he knows Wigan. So I think he's a prolific forward. It should be interesting to see how he would operate if we brought him in. But again, we will see. The next one, Kenneth Sahoray, who joined 2 years ago at West Brom from Cardiff in a deal worth up to £8 million, signing on a 4-year deal. Injuries restricted him to only 20 appearances last season, in which he scored 5 goals. He found himself well down the pecking order at the Hawthorns since Valentin Ismail arrived at the Hawthorns in the summer. He's only made 2 substitute appearances in the Championship, with 1 start coming in the Carabao Cup. He enjoyed a fairly productive spell with Cardiff, netted 24 in 101 appearances, signing on initially on loan from Kortrijk in Belgium. He previously clubs included Copenhagen, Odense and Fiorentina, who he joined as an 18-year-old for £1 million, but did not feature. The final one on this list is Tom Eaves, a big, powerful forward. Rovers fans will know he was a nightmare to play against. Eaves made his name at Gillingham before joining Hull City 2 years ago. Now, it's worth noting with Tom Eaves, however, that I have read word that he's set to join Portsmouth, so this one's probably the least likely of the five, because he's set to apparently, according to some rumours, join Portsmouth today. Excuse me. I'm really sorry, you're going to have to bear with me today. So yeah, there's reports out there that Tom Eaves is going to join Portsmouth today, so I would say this is the least likely, but a little bit about Tom Eaves. Netted 40 goals in 97 for the Gills to become a hot property when his contract expired in summer 2019. Regular start for the Tigers in the Championship during the first season, but saw last-term impact with injuries, which allowed other players to come to the fore, making 3 substitute appearances in the Championship so far this season, but has found himself further down the pecking order following the arrival of former Rovers loanee Tyler Smith from Sheffield United. He emerged at Oldham, he joined Bolton but failed to establish himself at the Trotters, and a string of loan moves before joining Yeovil. So that's 5 strikers' names there. Tom Eaves, the least likely, because as I'm recording this, there's rumours he's set to join Portsmouth. That may be officially confirmed by the time I put this video out as soon as possible. So we're left with 4. Will Grigg, Kenneth Sahoray, Carl Joseph, and obviously... You're going to have to excuse me today. I'm really sorry, guys. Really sorry. And Danny Hilton. So Hilton, Sahoray, Grigg, and Joseph. Now, if you want me to be personally honest, my pick of 2 would be between Grigg and Sahoray. You know, I think... whatever happens, I think it's very likely these are going to be loan deals. I mean, I've heard whispers from other sources about Will Grigg that it's going to be a 3-year deal or a 3-year deal as an option after the year loan. I don't know what's true or not at the moment, but as far as I'm aware, Will Grigg's the most likely to be coming in. But I wouldn't mind Kenneth Sahoray. I really wouldn't, because I think he's netted for fun in the Championship. So I think the real, you know, I know we've been very much playing long balls most of the time towards the strikers, but there's barely been anyone at striker. But I think Zahoray's the perfect man to receive the long balls, and he's the perfect target man striker. Will Grigg can do that as well, but again, he's had that sort of troublesome scoring record of recent times. So hopefully we get, if Will Grigg's coming in, I hope we can get him scoring again. If it's Sahoray coming in, again, I'm not complaining. If it's Carl Joseph, again, I'm not complaining. A prolific forward, he's got speed, he's got brilliant potential. I think that could be a great signing for us. If Danny Hilton's coming in, experienced, yes, he's been troublesome in front of goal recently, but he's experienced, he knows the Football League, so I think, again, that could be a perfect sign. Either one of those 4, I do not mind. I really, really don't. Now, literally just in the last half an hour, Radio Sheffield have been reporting that Will Grigg is unlikely. Now, obviously, we don't know that for sure. We don't know how true that is, but we'll see how it unfolds. As I've recorded this, Radio Sheffield has said Will Grigg is unlikely to join. Now, it should be interesting to see exactly what happens, but let's talk about other things that could happen, where we're sat, where the club is standing on deadline day. We submitted our final financial packages for the 2 players and expect to hear decisions this morning, or we expect to hear decisions. One of them is Will Grigg, while the other is a highly rated youngster from a Premier League club who operates primarily as an attacking midfielder, but can play as a winger as well. Now, Rovers have received fresh encouragement in recent days on their hopes of securing a loan move for the young player, who they've been tracking since the start of the summer. So this has been a very long-term deal, this one. Whoever it is, there's been no names mentioned or anything like that. We just know it's a highly rated Premier League prospect. As for Grigg, Rovers have discussed terms which will see them pay only a fraction of the hefty wage packet from the Stadium of Light. Sunderland have yet to sign the deal off as of recording this on their side of the deal, but are understood to be happy for the striker to join Rovers should he remain in League One. Rovers would need to move players on in order to finance the loan deal for the ex-Wigan forward, but Wellens remains hopeful the funds can be made available by other means. Should he not land Grigg, there are several championship-based strikers for whom deals can be done, with the Rovers recruitment team sending out clubs and players over loan moves. Sahoray is one. Tom Eaves is another, but that looks like unlikely because he could be joining Portsmouth. Danny Hilton is another, and Carl Joseph is another. There's also a possibility that Wellens could look to the free agent market for reinforcements, with such deals able to be done after the transfer deadline, so there's no rush if we need to bring in free agents as well. Meanwhile, Rovers will continue to attempt to secure moves away from the likes of Omar Bogle and Ed Williams for the final hours of the window. Bogle, to whom it's been made clear is not in Wellens' plans in the future, has previously turned down opportunities to leave the club, but they haven't exactly ruled out there's a possibility that Bogle or Williams or both of them could go before the end of the window. So that is where we're standing at the moment as of recording this video. Bogle, Williams, they're the two most likely to go, but we haven't received offers yet as to where they'll go. In terms of ins, it'll be a highly rated Premier League prospect. It's no point guessing, there's hundreds. But a highly rated Premier League prospect on his loan deal. And also Will Grigg. But if that doesn't happen, then you've got the likes of Danny Hilton, Kenneth Sahoray, Carl Joseph, and potentially, if Portsmouth's not happening, Tom Eaves joining instead. And there's also free agents in case we need to make reinforcements outside the window. Excuse me. So, you know, in one respect, I hope we get a couple of deals done. In another respect, I'd much rather just lay in bed and relax, because I'm really ill. So I'm going to push through these. Any announcements we make, I'll push through them as quick as possible. You know me. You know I'll always try for the channel. But there we go. That is where we stand with the last half of the window to go on deadline day. The last half of deadline day to go. That is where we stand. Bogle, Williams, both could go. Both could stay. One could go, one could stay, vice versa. And in terms of ins, at the moment on paper, it's probably going to be Will Grigg and the Premier League prospect, but options are available with the likes of Sahoray, Hilton, Eaves, and Joseph if the Grigg deal doesn't succeed. But there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I'll be back if we make any deals, and I'll also do a summary. I'll do a summary video probably tomorrow or the day after, depending if I've got work or not. I don't think I'll be at work tomorrow, to be honest, because I'm still feeling unwell. So if it doesn't get better, I'll probably stay at home tomorrow as well. But there we go. If I'm at home tomorrow, then I'll record a summary video summarising our whole transfer deals and summarising the kind of window that we've had. Look back on the expectations of the window. Bring them back into the forefront of the conversation. You know, what we're expected to do at the start of the window. What did the board want to do for the start of the window? See what we've done in the window and reflect that with what deals we've done. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to go rest this for a bit before any new announcements come out, if any new announcements come out. I'm Aaron Chandler from Forever Football DRFC. Keep them the Rovers life, and that, my friends, full-time. Rovers side die. Let's go. Deadline day has arrived. Rovers